Guys, welcome back to Group Chat. The world's ending. We're here to talk about it.
I feel pretty good.
You feel good about the world ending?
The weather's been great today.
Beautiful, but it's
running
cold.
outside.
It's a little chilly, though.
I don't know. I like it. It's like sunny. It's a beautiful day in LA today.
Here's my question. Is all this rain good or bad for the coronavirus? Because it seems like virus spread in weather.
I'll tell you, in LA, the natural quarantine is called rain.
Exactly.
So
I made a TikTok about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just perfect. It's so perfect for we're afraid of the rain as a city.
Restaurants are closed when it's raining anyway.
Yeah.
I made a whole TikTok of LA girls when it's Corona and everyone just getting ready and going out. And when they see it's raining, they turn around.
Yeah. No, you're right. That is probably good.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think people are staying home. There's a lot less traffic on the road. There's a lot of benefits of this quarantine in places like LA and New York City. I feel like we've done so much damage to our cities and our earth, and this is kind of like a nice reset.
Yeah, I heard the what are they called in Italy? The
canals in Venice
are crystal clear.
Crystal clear.
Fish swimming around. This might be the best thing that ever happened to us.
I mean, I can imagine carbon emissions is way down.
Oh, it has to be crazy
globally.
down.
Yeah, but then think about all the plastic being used. Everyone's buying plastic water bottles. Why? Why is everyone buying plastic water bottles? I don't understand it.
So
have filtered
teach
water.
us.
Get a Brita. Get a water filter system in your house. You shouldn't be drinking so much plastic.
Give me
water
a good
bottles.
one. Brita's trash.
British
Okay.
trash.
So I definitely, when we moved into our house, I just installed a water cooler. But even if you have a big, Arrowhead or Poland Spring or whatever it is, Sparklets, it's still a lot less plastic than those just stupid, mindless small bottles that you're holding right next to
I'm
you.
a big single-use plastic guy.
I know. I just went and bought a lot of plastic bottles last night.
It's just so convenient. This is the amount of water I want to drink at one shot. 16.9.
You can I'm going to get you a water bottle that's 16.9 ounces. You can just keep refilling or have Pete do it.
So then he's touching my water bottle.
Yeah, Pete's gross.
You don't think anyone's been touching that one?
Pete's out
It's been
partying every
packaged
night.
Right.
And I took it from home.
Pete's every night out partying.
I'm not out partying.
I know. He's planning
is
his party
gross.
for St. Patrick's.
Stop giving me a bad name.
He's part of
I
the
am
millennial
inside.
crowd that doesn't give a shit. That's out at spring break right now.
Yeah.
Stage is so far away
Florida.
from me. I'm not even joking.
He is. He's part of the problem. Okay, so Ilana,
Yeah, it's up.
can you give us? So you already told us get a Brita. Stop using all this plastic. But here's the problem, right? Is we're all spending a lot more time at home.
Mm-hmm.
I think pretty much everyone went and shopped. Not everyone went and hoarded toilet paper, but I think everyone went and got some groceries. I'll speak for myself mainly. Dee's probably better at it than I am. It's really revealing in this time of crisis that I have no idea how to cook.
Right.
I learned how to make a steak. That's pretty cool.
That's good.
Yeah.
I learned that on YouTube. Other than that, it's Velveeta cheese and ramen noodles for me. So, can you help?
Absolutely. I wanted to come on because I know so many people are home. They don't know how to cook. And meanwhile, I have to say, if your local restaurants are open, you should continue to support them and get takeout food. I mean, my heart goes out to these restaurants, the servers, the restaurant owners.
Can I chime in with one question?
Absolutely.
I don't know how much anyone here is an expert about coronavirus, but if I'm receiving a bag or a plastic cup from Postmates, couldn't I be getting corona?
I work with El Pollo Loco now, and they're telling me that they're being so careful. They have these wildly tight sealed bags, and everyone making them is gloved and washing their hands constantly and not touching anything, and the bags are sterile, and you get it in that way where even your drink, everything comes within it. So the deliverer wouldn't even be touching individual items. Yeah. And then I guess you could open it up with gloves. I mean, I don't think you could be careful enough now because as I explained coronavirus to my daughter, this is a bouncy bug that doesn't just sit down and be quiet. It's pretty bouncy.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think as long as the restaurant is being super clear, like El Pollo Loco has.
I'm worried about Postmates. Sometimes I get some, questionable looking
delivery guy.
Postmates delivery guys, and I'm like, well, you look like you have corona.
I mean, it's
I'm
not
just saying,
going to just easily transfer through a paper or plastic bag. It's not. So many things have to go perfectly to get.
But if they coughed and grabbed the cup and then I grabbed it and then I stuffed my face with
That might
grilled
still
cheese.
not be enough.
Okay, good.
Like,
okay, fine. That's. I'm
I mean,
glad.
there's various rumors on how long it lasts on surfaces, how long it lasts in the air.
Well, this brings me to why we should just home cook.
Yeah.
Because
I love cooking at home.
I think if this comes out to be something where just people cook more at home, there's so much good that can come out of it. And also, everyone's focused, obviously, on the stock market just tanking. It's an obvious bloodbath. So rather than focus on making money or not making money now, it's so easy to focus on saving money right now.
Yeah.
And home cooking not only saves you so much just unnecessary, amounts of sodium, fat, calories, but definitely saves you money. So some easy things. I mean, a lot of people are stocking up on beans. They don't know what to do with beans. You literally could throw them in anything.
Yep.
A food processor or blender with oil and salt will instantly make some sort of hummus spread. If you add tahini, you'll get a little fancier, makes it a little thicker, but you don't even need it. Or you could put in half an avocado or Greek yogurt instead.
What kind of beans are we talking about?
Chickpea.
Okay.
But you could do the same thing with black bean, like make a black bean dip like that. But definitely those box soups, like those Imagine or Trader Joe's sells those like tomato one and potato leek one. That's a great base. And then you could throw some beans in there. I like to take that butternut squash one, add a little bit more cinnamon and brown sugar. That's a nice plant-based thing, but also just veggies.
Yeah.
Now's a good time if you see like bags of frozen cauliflower rice. You just put that in a saute pan with oil and egg, make like fried rice with just a splash of soy sauce and sesame oil.
I think my feeling is that like the first 2 weeks of the quarantine or first week of the quarantine, which is essentially this week, especially in LA, people are just eating junk.
Yeah, everyone's eating junk now.
Frozen food and pizzas and whatever.
People are telling me like they totally stress ate, they went off the rails.
Yeah, exactly.
Last weekend when that was the darkest weekend hopefully of our lives.
Yeah, exactly. And I think people really, even like I was, for my YouTube vlog, I was looking at a video today. I was like, man, I gained some weight. And it's all from the last like 7-10 days of just eating too much.
Yeah.
Because you're just anxious.
Panicked and feel out of control, and there's so little you can control. So just like taking your hands on a bag of chips feels like you accomplished something, even though you're accomplishing nothing. So I really want everyone to stop. If people took that measure where they just stress ate for a week, don't blame yourself, don't beat yourself up over it. But now's a really good time to just not rebuy those same trigger foods or snack like foods that you don't need. Try to stick to meals and. Just know this isn't a one-time thing. So, I did a video on like ways to prevent weight gain with coronavirus. And few people were like, that's the least of my worries right now. And other people were like, God bless you. I really need to focus on this because it's not a one weekend stressful event. This could be going on for the next few months.
And what people don't realize, like obviously dummies, that if you have a low immune system, you're an unhealthy person, you're more likely to get affected by this coronavirus. So we just found out all these basketball players just got it. Kevin Durant and Donovan Mitchell and all these Nets. They're all going to be fine because they are extremely healthy individuals.
I'm terrified for our southern and Midwestern states where diabetes is so prevalent.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I mean, when they say it's dangerous for people with hypertension, diabetes, my heart starts pulsating.
Yeah, because so many people have it.
Oh my gosh, Mississippi, Louisiana. I mean, some of these
Those
states,
beignets.
Diabetes can run in some circles, like 1 in every 3 people. I mean, it's terrifying.
Yeah, that's scary. And I think people are just, and I think the problem with staying at home is that because you're home and you have easier access to food, you're just like,
it just helps people break up the day. So let's like walk through a day. I think that'd be really helpful because I'm really thankful that I'm definitely part of a healthy-minded community online because I'm so aligned with Beachbody. And Beachbody was always on the forefront of like this high-protein smoothie that has superfoods in it every day. So people are used to doing that every day, but also these at-home workouts. So getting into at-home workouts is the smartest thing you could do right now.
Yeah.
Beachbody has a crazy library. They have this new program, 10 rounds. It's kind of like a Rumble or a box union, like very much like box style class, not like working with a training coach, but very much like jab, cross, hook type thing. And a bar class. So I've been doing that because I can't go to my bar class. But tons of just free weight things. Then you have Peloton, right? That's doing well. I mean, there's no excuse not to work out for 30 minutes a day now.
And
Like,
even
no excuse.
I just got an email from Rumble. Rumble is doing IG live classes
That's
for
cool.
free.
That's really cool. A lot of yoga instructors I know are doing that too.
Yeah.
I know a band that did a live concert.
You know who I saw live concert? Chris Martin.
That's cool.
Chris Martin pulled up to his house, went to his piano, and he's like, put in the comments what you want me to sing. And
That's so
someone said
cool.
some song. He's like, that's not my song. I think he just sang Yellow and, him. And like, it's just like, I think despite all the scary things happening in the world, there are some interesting things happening.
There's so
Frozen
many
2 dropped early on Disney+.
The second Trolls is gonna drop early, which we're really excited about. But I think everyone at home really needs to, like, the healthiest thing I could say is definitely make a routine every day, work out every day, and get dressed every day.
I agree. I think so much about it is like, I'm still coming to the office. So for me, like, if I have no choice and I have to work from home, then my kind of strategy will be still going to take a shower, comb my hair, dress up, and pretend like I'm going to the office.
Yeah.
Because I think the moment I stop doing that, I'm going to become a pile of shit.
Absolutely. And regular meals is a part of that.
Yeah.
Regular meals, like have a breakfast, have a lunch, have a dinner, and recognize you're probably not as hungry.
Yeah.
Like, I'm kind of shocked. I'm really not as hungry. And I like to eat a lot of food. I've been eating, I just ate a huge amount of broccoli before I got here. But you're not taking as many steps. Like, you're just not as active. You're not going to as many places. And you're probably getting more sleep. And having more sleep also helps curb hunger. So it's actually an amazing time to lose weight. People who are doing my program within my mindset membership community are losing so much weight now. They're posting before and afters. Our group is so positive and focused. I can't share it publicly because then people are like, stop making light of such a bad situation. But the truth is, there's a lot of light that's coming out of not being tempted by girls' night where it's all sugary cocktails and all those events you've had. So
I've been very disciplined. No margaritas, only straight tequila.
do you know how big of a difference that is?
Yeah.
Oh,
If
God.
you go out,
What a challenge for you that must be.
no, come on though.
No, but usually I like
It's a
my
big
first drink
difference.
to be a margarita, and then I go straight into On the Rocks.
Yeah, enjoy the flavor while you're still conscious.
Yeah, and then
what's
I
the
just
point?
get to the point, just like black out.
But I have
good.
clients who are like really calling this their like coronavirus cleanse because it's really events and parties that throw them off.
Yeah.
And even if they have a glass of wine or 2 or 3 at home, it's nothing compared to margaritas out when it comes to sugar, calories, and just excess. And then you're not around the nachos right next to you. I mean,
Oh,
everything's
yeah. It's just a compounding disaster.
That's what's interesting is I really feel like this thing, I mean, look, I hate to say it, but I think this whole work from home shutdown thing is going to last at a minimum a month. That's what I
Minimum,
think. I think
yeah.
that's like best case.
Oh, I have chills.
I think
Ugh.
worst case is 3 months, 4 months. I think a lot of people are going to choose 2 different roads here. You know, like some people are just going
Choose
to
the right one.
completely fall off and like not be able to come back. And other people are going to, you know, find the good in the situation. But
Yeah, I think speaking on the work from home situation, I think there's going to be this huge realization from the work from home movement. One will be from the company side of that, like, oh, maybe this is possible or maybe this is not possible. That which will have a massive impact on like the future of workforces because you may see office spaces get smaller. You're going to see staff get smaller 100% because you're also going to realize like, what were all these people doing?
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And
I'm 2 days in, I have that feeling.
yeah.
And I'm like, not only that, but like all these Zoom meetings force everyone to be so like concise.
Yeah, and you have to be present in a Zoom meeting because
Yeah.
like we're watching your face.
And it's your turn, and then it's that person's turn. You can't all sit in there and be like, hey, did you guys hear that blah, blah, blah?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm kind of into it.
I think
Yeah.
I think some industries can
You miss
thrive.
collaboration though. You definitely miss a sense of
Yeah,
But do I?
collaboration. Do I?
I
but
can
here's the
collaborate
thing.
with my friends afterwards.
I think it depends on the industry and the business, and certain things will change forever, and certain businesses will kind of have to go back to the way they were.
I just think it's one big social experiment. I mean, there are going to be tons of winter babies next year.
Oh yeah.
Oh my, can you imagine?
I can't even tell you. I have so many friends who have been trying to have kids, but their husbands travel No one's traveling now.
There's also going to be
just-
a lot of fall divorces.
Yeah.
I mean, there's gonna be a lot of spring divorces. Are you kidding?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you'll battle it through till the virus is kind of gone, and then you're like, fuck.
If you
this.
did not like your spouse, now is
Yeah.
a hard time.
But even not only spouse would be hard. I know people that were just kind of on the border of living with someone, and so now they're like, "Fuck it, we might as well
Yeah.
live together during this
And
'cause
save money
we don't have
also
anything
in
else to
two
do."
places.
And like, I think it's sorting out who's gonna last and not very quickly.
Here's another health dilemma. A lot of people are going to get coronavirus. Millions of people, right?
Hopefully, none of us in this room right now. I'm trying to stay
Someone
as far
is.
away from
Statistically, at least one of us is.
Well, one
Really?
of us could have it right now.
Okay, so
all look at Pete.
I have a question for you.
I have
Do
one for you
think
after.
Anyone will have sex with you once you've been identified as a coronavirus person?
Do I have to
good
tell
question.
them?
What if it becomes like a public thing? You have to show you have sex.
I'm only kidding. Yes. No, nobody would have sex with me.
I don't know if you're having sex now, but I'm just saying.
I am having sex right now.
Post-corona,
Thank you.
Is anyone having sex?
Doesn't your mom listen?
Yes, my mom does listen.
You're like
my
so
gosh.
obsessed with defending yourself to Dee.
Oh man.
And that one just came out, so there's like no going backwards. It happened.
but because like Kevin Durant is probably arguably one of the more famous people who just got tested positively. Like, I think he's married, so I don't know if it matters. But I'm just saying, like, let's say you're a single guy or single woman, and you go out there. Like, I understand it's gonna leave your body, quote unquote. I just don't know if people are gonna be comfortably having sex with each other once you've been like Andrew Watt went out and said he had corona. He's dating models.
He has corona?
Yes.
Oh shit.
You think this is for the foreseeable future, or for like a month, or like a couple weeks?
I think it's going to go the other way. That's my forecast. I think it's going to become such like who cares news because so many of these people have corona with no symptoms. Like all these
But then,
NBA
is
players.
it really corona? Like, could it be something else? Could they just have a cold? Are they really testing
They're
positive? 'Cause
testing.
Well, the
aren't
rich
these
people-
tests so fake? Also,
No, they're
rich
testing like
people
all the
are getting
NBA
tested.
players got tested.
you know something Navy Ariel Charnas just posted. She's like, I haven't been tested with coronavirus. I don't know what this is. I've never felt like this before. She sounds really ill.
Wow.
And
I
she
mean,
said
her-
she doesn't have corona, or she
She
didn't
said,
test.
I don't think she got tested for anything. She's
Got
like,
it.
but I've never felt like this. The one line I hear from everyone who has it is they feel like they were hit by a car. So
Yeah.
as much as before I was like, I can handle it, I'm healthy. I'm like, I really don't want it.
Ironically, I've been hit by a car.
How was
God.
it?
It
Not
was
so bad?
painful.
Could you do it again?
I'd be fine doing it again.
Oh my goodness, get me out of
When
this
I was,
room.
you know, when I got hit by a car right after the Northridge earthquake in whatever 1992, I'm riding my bike, boom, get plowed down on Devonshire Drive by an insurance agent.
Right? Like how far after? Like a week after the earthquake?
Days after, like 2 days
So you're
after.
like, man,
you're
just
so resilient.
avoided disaster and then almost got killed.
Yeah, I mean, like,
And you were
like,
fine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
We are stronger than we realize.
Yes,
We're going to get
agreed.
through this.
That's just, I want to put that on the table. I think that it is undeniably bad for unhealthy people, older people. I think that with young people, it's going to end up, like there's not going to be a stigma in 3 months.
Yeah, and your best bet is just to be as healthy as you possibly can be.
I
mean,
agree.
You literally, they say people are more motivated to avoid pain than they are to seek pleasure.
Yeah.
And like use this as painful. Like
Yeah.
use the spread of this and how much it's impacting unhealthy people than it's impacting healthy people as a strong desire to be as healthy as possible. There's no reason not to eat veggies. There's no reason not to have bean pasta instead of regular pasta if you're slobbering it with tomato sauce and cheese anyway.
Yeah,
It literally tastes
I made
the
a
same.
great cacio e pepe at home the other day.
Gosh, you're making cacio di pepe? God, I have literally a burnt steak and Velveeta mac and cheese.
You gotta throw a green in there. You gotta just get like
Green
a
cheese.
Get
Yeah,
a frozen
this-
get a frozen block of bird's eye broccoli.
Okay,
Throw it in the microwave
okay.
and just mix it with the Velveeta cheese. You
Okay.
will not taste broccoli. You'll taste Velveeta cheese.
And that still is like, okay.
That's fantastic. You're still consuming the
Okay, so I'll just
green,
buy,
the
go buy a
chlorophyll, the
bunch
fiber.
of healthy food, cover it in Velveeta cheese and put it in the microwave.
That's all you have to do.
Okay. I didn't know that worked.
That literally
That's what my
works.
mom does. My mom makes like broccoli salad and it's just cheese.
But you know
there's,
what?
like,
If
broccoli
it wasn't
in there.
broccoli in it, it'd be pasta. So not bad. Like never stigmatize. A little oil cheese to get you eating that broccoli
Yeah,
is
it's worth
always
it.
better than not eating it.
Or get Corona and lose weight that way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are people? I mean,
I'm sure there's some models out there that are like, you know what? I'm just going to get it because my diet has not been working. Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
San Francisco is shut down. I think we're next.
San Francisco.
aren't we already shut down?
No, San Francisco is for real shut down. Like
How
China
are we,
shut down.
what's the difference between what LA is right now with no restaurants and gyms and what San Francisco is?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
D's the fact. Dee read the article.
So 6 Bay Area counties are telling residents shelter in place. That means unless your work falls under the list of essential businesses, you are ordered to stay home. And the list of essential businesses include healthcare operations, grocery stores, shelters, media outlets, gas stations, and banks.
So not streetwear brands?
Streetwear is done.
Unfortunately, streetwear didn't make the list,
Yeah.
which is crazy because it seems essential.
Restaurants can remain open, but only for takeout and delivery. So that is like a true lockdown. In LA, we're just no groups of 10. You know, that's like one rule. Restaurants and bars, everything's closed. Schools are closed, but life is still kind of going on.
Right.
People are still driving around. People are walking outside. Like,
Yeah, Wilshire was kind of crowded.
yeah, there's still people out and about in Los Angeles.
What about taking walks outside? Like I tried to take a walk outside to get fresh air and it was like the sidewalk was too concentrated.
Really?
In San Francisco, are you allowed to take walks?
No,
You're
they're
not
just
supposed
telling you to stay home.
It's
Wow.
literally in your house unless you're going to the doctor or to get food.
San Francisco layout's always obviously much different. They are literally on top of each other. It's very densely populated. So like densely populated cities like San Francisco and New York City, downtown Chicago, like where people are literally on top, there's no choice. You kind of have to do it.
Yeah.
LA's quite spread out and generally not a walking city.
Right.
So I don't think we have that challenge, but you know what? I don't really like San Francisco anyways. Lock it all down.
Lock them down.
Make it Alcatraz. Push them out.
Okay, that's fair. How about the fact that on the complete other end of the spectrum, there's all these videos now coming out from spring break. Kids are going nuts, partying. They showed a video from Florida, people on the beach. It was as crowded as ever.
Yeah.
Fuck Corona, you can't touch us. We're
I have to
Gen
tell you,
Z.
I love Charlie D'Amelio, but gosh, these TikTok stars, they're collabing up the wazoo.
Yeah.
Like they are
In
not-
person collab?
Yeah, they're all in person. They're all dancing to each other in groups of 30. They're
They
all like
are.
Yeah.
from 2 hours ago.
Real
I don't
close.
understand.
Yep.
I mean, they're dummies.
I mean, obviously they're young and they're fun and they're invincible, but they're also highly influential.
But their parents aren't. Their grandma, poor little grandma D'Amelio, is going to say, "Oh, Charlie, how was your trip to LA?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dead.
I mean, look at this.
Dead.
South Padre Island, if you guys want to see this picture, is nuts. Like, these kids literally do not give two shits. It's literally bananas. How many people?
Are you joking?
No, that's
coming from these days?
Yep.
today.
I can't. It's like a room of like 1,000 kids dancing
But that's
on
what
each
Nashville
other.
did. Nashville's like, "Oh, we love," or Tennessee, whatever. Like, Tennessee, you can't beat us, and everyone's out partying. It's like that's the reason why we have to take these drastic measures,
Yeah.
and why this thing is going to continue to spread through the country for months and months and months.
Oh my
Our whole summer's going to be on frickin' lockdown because these idiots and Pete.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Pete was just talking about going to a party tonight.
No. It was a small gathering of
How many
less
people-
than 5 people.
Less than 5.
I'm going to
Yes.
check in.
So is that 4?
Is it a
4.
double date?
If it's over 9, I'm
I
calling
want
cops.
the names of everyone there. Right now.
I'm not saying them on this pod.
Because
You
I
hang out
think
with
it's more
famous
than 4.
people.
What if it's 5?
Listen,
5's
getting
reasonable.
9 or more, I'm calling the cops.
Okay, 9 or more, it's not happening. But let me say my conspiracy is that these college kids go back home and then they go back home to their families. And that's when they get the old people.
Yes, that's not a conspiracy.
Obviously, that's not a
the truth.
conspiracy, idiot.
That's literally just the truth.
That's what's going to happen. I'm just predicting the future.
That's not what a conspiracy is.
No, I'm sorry. I used the wrong word. My apologies. You know what?
is
That's what's going to happen.
I mean, the only thing we really know about this whole thing is it's the most contagious thing we've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's because it's new. I mean, there's so many strains, and like the flu is not this. I mean, we have such an immune system to the flu.
Yeah.
We've gotten the vaccine that gives us boost. We've had the flu. We've had friends, family members who've had the flu. We've been exposed to it, so it doesn't get us this bad. This is something that's so novel that every time we just see it, breathe it, like it seems to just get in you and your body seems to want to attack it.
I wonder once we get a vaccine, will the anti-vaxxers do it or not? Or will just still roll with the dice and say, fuck it?
Oh, those people are getting shamed like crazy now.
They
And it's
shouldn't.
actually a really good time for doctors. I feel like, I always respect it. I was a pre-med major. These are the smartest, most like fearless and committed people we have in our country. And for the past couple of years, it's been like nature paths and you know, like that conventional medicine is so westernized and you should use essential oils. And like finally people are like, all right, we need doctors.
Yeah.
They have 10 more years of education than anyone else.
Yeah, the
Like,
next 6
give them
months might
respect.
wipe all the anti-vaxxers out.
Yeah, seriously.
You know
And
what I
like
mean?
I talked to my friend, he's a thoracic surgeon at Sloan Kettering in New York City, which is like one of the most prominent hospitals in the country. And he specializes in the lung. Like he does lung transplants. And he was like, I just saw some of the scariest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my gosh.
Corona stuff?
Yeah, like he posted it on his Instagram, like X-rays of like, this is a normal lung and this is a lung with corona. He's like, this is a serious problem. This is not normal.
Yeah.
It's
This
so
is not the
crazy
flu.
that happens, and then Kevin Durant and Idris Elba have it and don't even know.
Well, we don't even know. I mean, they just got it. It's a 2-week.
Yeah, but
Play. Yeah.
but this the person that potentially whose X-ray this was might have been someone that already had health
Right.
complications.
Yeah.
And this just
Respiratory
really
issues. But
What's
those kids, like that partying, like club life on spring break, that's a situation where if one person has coronavirus, I mean, they would all have it within a matter of hours of dancing.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
all making out and dancing and grinding.
And even I think the most shocking thing I've seen when I go out on runs in the morning is the amount of people. This is a respiratory disease. People are smoking cigarettes and vaping.
Yes.
At
Like,
an
you're-
all-time high.
Yeah, like
Just prepping.
It's like stress eating and drinking.
Yes.
It's like everyone's just panic vicing.
But you're literally prepping, like, hey, this thing is going around that attacks my respiratory system. Let me beat it up as much as I possibly can.
Says the man who ate a tub of Velveeta cheese.
Yeah, now
It's
the
not my
beacon of
lungs.
health.
You want to know where it doesn't attack? Your stomach. Okay. What about, let's talk about airlines. Airlines need a bailout, they're saying.
This is just the most preposterous thing I've ever heard in my life.
What is it? They want $50 billion?
So the airline CEOs are going to their supreme leader, Donald Trump, and asking for a $50 billion bailout to stay in business. So I understand we have to bail out companies for the sake of our country, economy, national pride, whatever the fuck it is. My problem is that someone went and looked at the last, call it 5 to 10 years for airlines. I'll give you an example. Delta, last 5 years, last year they made 4.8 billion. Year before 3.9. Year before 3.2. Year before 4.2. Year before 4.5 billion. This is just Delta, okay? What did they do with all that cash? They bought their stock back just to profit executives, boost the stock price, do whatever they had to do. They took their cash off their balance sheet, and instead of building a reserve for doomsday, they got themselves rich. And now that everything is screwed and we get to blame this on some unknown enemy, we're going to have to go bail these companies out. And the problem I have with all the fiscal stimulus that's coming out is that, like, it's always for these massive companies that have made so much money, gotten rich, everyone's getting rich, and then, we have to help them out. It's, it'd be a national disaster of all of the American airlines. Maybe they should all go out of business. I don't give a shit.
You travel a ton.
But,
I do
fine,
think
we'll
you
fly
gotta-
Chinese airlines.
I think you got to make the point. Like, I think you got to, like, look, us, anyone like us, any small business, any
I
even
care so much more
mid-level
about
business.
these small businesses, these small restaurants, these bartenders, these waiters.
But that's the point. It's like, if you can't, even if you just have been getting by doing okay for all these years, this is going to wipe a lot of those people completely out. And those people have saved, and those people haven't lived fat and healthy. And there's no one there to save you.
Yeah.
But for these massive guys, it's like you can just take all the money off the table every single year. And then when problem strikes, we get bailed out. It's like it's an unfair game.
I wonder if, like, after 9/11 compared to now, because people are still flying sometimes, like, there's like 2 people on a flight. But after 9/11, people flying this little?
I heard
or
this is
more?
worse.
This has to be worse.
This is worse. Definitely.
This is
worse.
definitely more devastating to companies than like
I-
2008. This is zero.
Because think about it, you're betting on like someone hijacking your plane, similar to what they had just done in New York.
And I flew literally 30 days after 9/11.
Yeah.
The security was bananas.
Yeah, and it feels like kind of
Right.
like a lightning striking twice situation. This is on any given flight, any given person could have this thing.
Yeah.
So the fear is so much greater. But I don't know for a fact, but I heard that it's way worse now.
Yeah.
And especially like restaurants, businesses, this is down to zero.
Yeah, we're not going to bail out restaurants. We're not going to bail out
Hotels.
Yeah, I mean, hotel. There's a lot of MAGA hoteliers. They may get bailed out, but for the most part, like the big national, global companies that have lobbyists and that have political connections are going to get bailed out. And same like we bailed out all the loser banks in 2008 because they were just irresponsible and reckless. We're gonna go and do the same thing again, and it's very, very frustrating to watch. It's American taxpayer money that they're using to bail out a bunch of people that made unprecedented profits the last decade, and you didn't have a little cash for a rainy day. Like imagine one day we have to bail out Apple. No one's gonna be okay with that.
Yeah, this is definitely teaching everyone some lesson of you need to save. I think a lot of people are learning the importance of saving. I think when the economy was so good, people just like spent what they earned. And this is teaching, I think, and it should teach everyone a lesson. Like you need 3 to 6 months saved.
But here's the thing.
As best as you can.
It teaches a lesson for a short period of time. Like for like my age, 2008 taught us all a very scary lesson, but a lot of people went back to all their bad habits. So it's the same thing. I was joking around with someone. I was like, man, everyone just is like pretend united right now. We're all fighting the same common enemy. I said, come summertime, when this shit's gone, we're all going to hate each other again.
Especially if the Olympics come
Instantly.
in
Are
and
you
we're all
kidding?
Yeah, like we have an election, we have different interests. It's like human psyche is pretty
It is
predictable.
a nice unifier though. Like I've been going live on Instagram every day and I have people from Israel, Norway, Brazil. It is interesting. I feel like this is the first time where the whole world can come together with a common
like an
enemy.
Independence Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's gone the moment this thing's gone.
Yeah.
And I really feel like with one of our biggest problems in this day and age being the wealth inequality gap,
Yeah.
I think
My
this thing is
gosh.
going to make it so much worse. Like I think, not to doomsday at all, but I think the way that this is looking, a lot of people are going to go out of business and run out of money and need like government aid of some sort, like
Yeah.
a shit ton.
So speaking of that, we'll kind of jump to it. There's a bunch of things Trump said today. Yang Gang is popping. They are
Oh, yeah.
officially considering. Actually, they're trying to. President Trump has essentially said yes, he wants to do it. Now it's just getting Congress's backing, which is let's send $1,000 to every American adult and cap it based on income, right? Like not. Like depending on how much money you make, and you may not get it, but literally start giving people checks next week to keep putting money in their pocket. So, I mean, I don't know if they haven't
I
figured
just
out.
hope people spend it wisely or
They
save
will.
it wisely. Yeah.
But at least they'll have something to spend. That's my, the fear I think is that nobody literally has any money to, I feel like only these really big companies are truly protected.
Yeah.
Everyone else, all mid-level,
Or
is
the
just
rare small companies that happen to be doing really well right now. Like Taylor flexed on his Instagram that you're doing well right now. That's
This is good.
what, for hoodies, for feet you're talking about?
for online
All of the above.
courses.
Slang in online
courses.
courses.
Yeah,
I know.
He's
yeah.
crushing it. We have no
I definitely know a lot of
employees.
companies that are crushing it right now, but you have to be pretty
Yeah.
sensitive.
Yeah, and like there's a specific niche that are obviously are going to do well in times like this.
I mean,
like
online workout programs, like Beachbody programs must be soaring. I
Yeah.
mean, so many people who
food businesses
Right.
that are like there's clearly opportunities.
But that's the super, super minority, I just
Yeah.
want to say. Like most
But
people.
even so, like you have to be pretty sympathetic to flex right now, unlike Taylor.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's just not
I mean,
Taylor's brand.
Taylor's just
His story was like business is great.
yeah. Also, also, I think we're talking about literally like day, if we talk about since what, I would say the big time it really shifted was when Tom Hanks got it.
Yeah.
How's he doing?
He's released from the hospital.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
But
great.
I'm annoyed that he had to be in the hospital to begin with.
I think that was precautionary.
Okay.
But anyway, so we're talking about like day 5, day 6, not day like 97. That's when it
Right.
gets so serious, and when even the people with their own businesses and beach, like people won't have the money to spend on those luxuries, like your stay-at-home workout class and your stuff like
Yeah,
that.
and so,
I just hope everyone sees value in money, because for $6.99 to be able to work out every day and smile and sweat, it really could save you $6.99 on that cigarette, on that tequila,
Yeah,
and
but
on
you know
that
people don't think that way.
and on that bag of chips. I know, but I want people to think that way.
Yeah.
I don't spend anything. I run outside for free.
Yeah, that's great.
That's
and-
what everyone's going to be doing in 2 months.
So interesting you say that. The Treasury Secretary Mnuchin just came out and said that without government intervention, and that could mean giving that yang gang check that everyone wants, U.S. could see 20% unemployment, which is like the Great Depression.
Yeah.
That's like
Very scary.
so.
What's it at now? Just I don't know the reference. Like I don't know what to measure.
Well, that's
it by.
1 in 5 people without a job.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm just saying, what is it now? Like
3.5%, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah. So it's like, it's significant. So I'll give you an example. Marriott just put their entire service staff on furlough, meaning you have a job, but we're not paying you. And so a lot of big companies are putting people on furlough and
Wow.
not paying them. And I know personally 3 companies either completely shut down till further notice, laying off all their staff because they're in an industry that's affected by what's happened. So I think like that's just in my inner circle of friends that have let go thousands of people. So I can only imagine the real service businesses like a Hilton, a Marriott. Like think about what one hotel, how many people work at. Now shut them all down.
and what do those people do? Because no one's hiring.
You know who's hiring? Amazon. They're hiring 100,000 people.
Thank goodness.
And they're giving a temp raise to all warehouse workers.
Toilet paper, man.
Yes. Taylor, you had something to say?
I was going to say, so I posted on LinkedIn after I was arrogantly showing off how many people were buying the course. I posted, if you lost your job because of what's going on with Corona, I'll give you the course for free and all my courses. I've already had over 500 people message me on LinkedIn
They lost their job?
that have lost job or lost income because of the course, and I have them prove it, and I send them my course for free. But yeah,
You felt bad for us calling you.
Five?
I'm giving-
500 people?
500 people have messaged me
That
saying
they
like they
lost
lost
their
their
job?
job, they lost income because of Corona.
That's
so I'm
so
teaching them how to make money
devastating.
online. So we're giving back. We're saving the world here.
What about the TikTok class you did?
He never really posted about it.
Got it. So is that still up though?
It's still up. I've sold a handful. Nothing too crazy.
I mean, that could come in handy right now.
Someone
you know?
told me that my daughter looks like his sister. Some TikToker.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy. The guy that he made the course.
Joel
with.
Ebenezer.
Okay. Well, so business is good for Amazon, but Amazon is only bringing in like crucial supplies. What are they doing? They're shifting their whole buying.
There are no baby wipes. There are. It's wiped of baby wipes. I mean, I don't know what to do. My son, I'm like down to my last pack. I'm freaking out.
So what they
gotta go water in a
they
towel.
sent a message to all sellers today that all non-essential vendors cannot ship anything, I believe, till April 5th. So obviously we sell clothes and shoes. We're considered non-essential. So they won't accept
Wait,
our shipment into their
why?
warehouse
Why? Because they just don't have enough room in the warehouse?
because it takes time to onboard inventory and they want all focus on the bare necessities to onboard those things faster.
I guess that's kind of responsible.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I mean, their demand must be, there's nothing on Amazon to buy at the moment. Like everything is sold out. So I can't imagine how much inbound from their vendors they are kind of receiving. Like I heard a random food business just recently, just like they just started selling like 2 weeks ago on Amazon and their sales have just exploded. Because people are just like, I'll buy anything available.
We finished a toilet paper roll yesterday, and I just saw like that,
Fear.
cardboard
Yeah.
like sphere, and I was like, oh my god,
Yeah, this is what fear looks like.
it's such a weird world.
Yep. Okay, let's talk about another positive side of Corona. We kind of talked about it in the beginning, but air pollution is at record lows. I mean, it is just trees are greener. You can see the stars again. They're
You
saying
think it
literally
just takes a
people's-
few days to do that?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I can just chill out for a couple days. They're saying lives are being saved. So maybe, what if we save more lives by taking a month off than what die from coronavirus? Can we call it even?
I
You
mean,
want- yeah.
so particularly in China, there are a lot of respiratory issues. Obviously, smoking being the first, but pollution has caused a lot of respiratory issues. And as someone that's gone there a lot, I remember when I would try to run outside in like Shanghai or Hong Kong, and it was so fucking hard because the air was so thick. There's a picture in Daily Mail of the Forbidden City in Beijing in November,
Wow.
and you couldn't even see through. And then this is like
That's
yesterday.
so wild.
Like the clear of the smog.
Yeah, and a lot of people are saying for the first time they're seeing blue skies in years, and so
Maybe
there's-
we'll get stars in LA.
Yeah. We might.
we may have to turn off all the lights for that to happen.
We might.
Well, here's a really cool twisted thing coming out of Corona. Definitely not a good thing, but just interesting. Is one of my best friend's mom is a PR is an ER pediatrician in New Jersey, where there's tons of Corona, like in this neighborhood, and I was like, how is your mom dealing with it? She goes, the most interesting thing is happening is that it's never been busier. She's been working for 30 plus years. She's like, it's never been busier. The ER pediatric ward is packed, but not for coronavirus, for stitches, broken arms, broken legs, because kids are jumping off the walls in their homes
Yeah,
because they've been off of school for longer than LA has. And
People are going stir crazy.
She's like, I've never gave this many stitches.
yeah.
I'll tell you what, a lot of little boys and girls are getting to spend some quality time with mommy and daddy.
Oh my
Yeah, I'm
God.
spending a lot of time with my kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When I was going to do the podcast, I'm like, bye.
Yeah,
Bye,
see you
kids.
later. Good luck.
Can you imagine though when you guys, how old's your kid?
Okay, so I have a 5-year-old who's really going stir crazy
Yeah.
and almost 2-year-old.
So the 5-year-old, when life gets back to normal, is going to be devastated. So is Dom. Because they're going to be like, what the fuck?
She's
No,
dying. No, she's
they-
begging me like it breaks my heart. She's
No.
like, Mommy, why can't I have a play date?
Yes, what I'm saying is mommy and daddy are going to be gone now.
Yeah.
Every day. And they're
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? We were homies. We were hanging out
Yeah.
every day.
It's definitely a social experiment. I've told my husband this is when you really want to be a smart parent. Like you wish that you were like one. Like you're really kind of jealous of those kids who have the parents who like did the Ivy League thing.
Yeah.
Because now it's really the parents who are teaching.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
screw it. Give them Taylor's course.
yeah.
Come here, sweetie.
I'll give you a
Let me
discount.
tell you what Shopify is. Mama, what's Shopify? Okay. All right. You want to talk about some non-corona stuff?
Yes.
What's going on with the primaries?
So Florida went on with the primaries. Corona did not stop them. And Joe Biden is projected to win the primary in Florida.
That's a scam. That's an inside job.
Why?
I just refuse to believe all of a sudden, in the midst of dementia, Joe Biden just soared to the top.
Who would?
I'm saying Bernie.
Really?
Yeah, I'm saying I think that the
You're going conspiracy.
Democratic Party. No, they did it. They did it with Hillary.
Yeah.
I think they're doing the same thing. I think they're like, look, Bernie's not going to win. Bernie's too fucking crazy. And the Democratic Party is putting Biden in there. You couldn't make bigger, weirder mistakes. Like, what has he said that people are really rallying behind? There's nothing.
What was his last biggest mistake?
I mean,
He
said
called his
SARS.
wife his sister.
And
Oh my gosh.
And his sister
I
his
missed that.
wife.
And then SARS, he said, talking about Corona, he said it was SARS.
He's out of his mind. He's literally just saying random words. But like, there's nothing like, what are people rallying behind with Biden?
The fact that he's not Bernie.
Exactly.
That's it. And
But
the
I just
reason
think
why
out
they'll
of
vote for him
nowhere-
for president is the fact that he's not Donald Trump. That is where we're at today in American politics. Well, just the lesser of two evils is
Yeah.
fine.
There's a trend on TikTok where there's a song and people just saying, please don't make me vote for Joe Biden.
No
Please
way.
don't."
Really?
Yeah. Because everyone's like, I'm going to have to vote for him.
Yeah.
But I don't want to vote for it.
But just that many people want to vote for Bernie? Like have Bernie as their president?
Well, listen,
There's
I'm not
enough-
saying that I think that's a smart move, but I do think Bernie has a very culty, young.
He's definitely razor sharp. Like in what he believes in,
Yeah.
he's sharp with it.
But
He's
people are
adamant.
just
He
feeling
doesn't
the burn.
waver.
They just are like, yeah, he's going to look out for us, Bernie. Like, did you see the coffee shop? It's been there since
yeah,
he ran
yeah, of
last
course.
time.
Yeah.
But there's a coffee shop fully taken
Dedicated to
over
him.
with all things. There's no Joe Biden. I haven't seen one Joe Biden tea out in the streets.
And I mean, there's
He's
no
just
Biden
younger
stickers.
and has posture and
Joe Biden?
yeah. It's
Listen to
just-
him speak.
I know.
He's
It's just
literally
it's a
like-
matter of aesthetics, I think.
I think the
It's-
Democratic Party's like, yo, no chance. We got to get Biden in there.
Yeah,
Because then you have Obama can pull some strings.
Biden really has to announce the running mate, and
He
you
promised
know,
to be a girl.
but I think that's going to make everyone feel more comfortable. But you were saying on the podcast that Trump supporters must not be Trump supporters. Oh my gosh.
What's that
I
mean?
brought it up to people I know who are diehard Trump supporters. They're like, he has nothing to do with coronavirus. He's doing an amazing job.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I told you. That's what's going to happen.
you think that they're wavering, they're not.
I'll tell you, I think, here's the thing is you only need 10% to waver.
Yeah, and by the way, that will definitely happen. People will definitely soften.
Because what's going to happen is when you get diagnosed and you go to the hospital and you don't get your health care and your bills are piling up and you lose your job, who's in charge? You blame whoever is
No,
in
I'm
charge.
telling you, if it gets to those southern states that love him so much, wow.
Yeah.
It's going as soon as everyone hops back on their planes from spring break.
They can't let those people back. They're not going to let those people back.
Oh, they're back. Have you seen what they did at the airports? Airports were slammed full of people.
Yeah.
They're letting them all come in, but they're exchanging Corona before they do.
Yeah.
Did you see that footage?
No, I don't watch the news. That's why I listen to your podcast.
Oh my gosh.
No, they're not testing anyone. They're just like, I know plenty of people that have traveled internationally. They're like, oh, where were you? They were like Wuhan, Hong Kong, London, and Milan. Okay, come back in.
Yeah. It's because Trump said we're closing down Europe travel, and so everyone scrambled to come back. So last weekend, all the videos were of every airport like filled wall to wall with people coming back into the country as close as you could possibly be coming from every different country around the world.
Lysol my hands.
While you do-
They don't give a shit. You're coming back from Clearwater, Florida.
You're really
Yeah.
only
Come
safe
on
just
in,
staying
buddy.
inside.
Welcome back to Alabama. Okay, good time to run some ads. If we got any, if anyone's still paying, put them here.
They never go.
There's no way.
They don't. They
It
just
goes
skip
right
it.
back to, and we're back.
Ah, shit. Listen, okay, times are tough, economy's down, no one's got ad money to spend. Let's talk about Tom Brady.
yeah.
Tom Brady doesn't give a fuck about the morale of Boston.
Nope.
They're getting hit pretty hard with Corona, right?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Massachusetts as a whole.
I mean, all these concentrated cities.
So
Yeah.
he couldn't give a shit less. He has decided to announce he's leaving. Did he announce where he's going for sure?
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't confirmed it, but ESPN is reporting he's going to sign with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Okay. Now, I don't know much about football. I know that Tom Brady is considered
He's the
potentially
GOAT.
the greatest of all time. Most Super Bowls of any player?
I don't 6. So I mean, and I think Joe Montana has how many? I have no idea.
I think he might have most Super Bowls ever. But anyway,
Okay.
the point is, why? And he's also old.
Yes.
And he also loves to just lay a good old juicy kiss on his son. But that has nothing to do with this
Yeah,
story.
that has nothing to do with this.
Why now? Why is he leaving?
So it sounds like he was asking for some amount of money. Patriots didn't sound like they wanted to pay. And he probably took it as an insult because, I mean, the guy has single-handedly made the entire franchise.
Yep.
And so he still thinks he's at the peak of his career and he could perform. So to me, it's just like ego. I want to prove to myself that I'm bigger and better than because it's either Belichick, their coach, who is the genius, or Tom Brady, who's the greatest of all time.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're going to find out because he's going to Tampa Bay Bucks, who have essentially sucked forever and are hosting the Super Bowl next year. So he may be like, I could take this shit team, and if I take them to the Super Bowl, then I'm the GOAT. Then there's no question. It was nothing to do with Robert Kraft or Bill Belichick or any of these people. So I think it's going to be really, really fun to watch. It's going to be amazing for football. And nobody likes anyone in Boston anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Boston, I mean, you know, he's a Packer fan, Pete. You hate Boston.
I've never met a person from Boston that I've liked.
Oh, Tim's from Boston?
I like Tim. Okay, I got like one person.
Oh, no. Tim, how do you feel about this, man?
Are you a football guy? You have to be. With that mustache?
From Boston with that stash? You kidding?
Look at that cop.
No, I don't. Sports. I'm a musician.
Okay.
I'm terrible at all sports.
You're the
I
only
don't even know how
person
to
in
watch
Boston
them.
history that has
I
not
know.
been.
He's a tall white guy from Boston.
I like hockey, so I love the Bruins, but I don't like football.
What about your parents?
My what?
What about your dad? Is he upset?
Oh yeah, my dad has sworn by Belichick and Brady that they are the ultimate duo in any sport ever, and
Wow.
It's
heartbreaking.
Yeah, he has announced that there's going to be a family conference call tonight. This is real.
Oh, this is such bad
Talk about
timing.
Corona
didn't
and
do
Tom
it.
Brady.
Corona didn't do it, but Tom Brady
Yeah.
did.
I mean, they're
the two
going
of them.
and he's playing, just not too far away, a few hours south in Florida. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see.
Are the Bucks good?
No, they suck.
So why? I figured he'd go to like a team, like kind of how LeBron did with the Lakers. Like, let me go win a championship
So-
first year.
Maybe they're promising the sign. They have two good receivers. They have Mike Evans and Chris Goodwin, who are good receivers. They have a pretty decent running back in Ronald Jones. But I think they must have told him, like, hey,
We'll stock it up.
we'll stock it up like we're Costco.
Yeah, like we're Amazon.
We're stocking up like
essential
toilet
items.
paper.
Yeah.
They still have Jameis Winston to trade away.
Yeah, they still have their quarterback to trade, so they can go get a receiver from some other team.
Okay. All right, got it. Well, good luck, Tom. And
It makes it fun. NFL, let me tell you, there's no recession there. They're handing out checks, big contracts.
They don't seem worried about the season coming back.
My
they
friend,
added a game.
Randall Cobb was on the Cowboys, went to the Texans, got paid,
Big Packer guy.
mega paid, a big Packer guy.
Big, huge.
So it's just crazy.
So does this make the rest of the country happy?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. Sports make us happy.
What?
Sports makes
Right,
people
but
happy.
like him
Brady-
leaving,
oh,
Brady's
this is
leaving
distracting.
Boston it could be like a morale booster for the rest of the country.
Well, it just makes you interested again.
Like people in LA hate everything Boston.
Okay.
They hate the Celtics. They hate the Pats.
Literally everything.
Yeah.
This is news to me.
Really? I mean, Boston.
You didn't know that you were hated?
Larry Bird,
Explains
Magic
so much.
Johnson. Larry Bird, you remember that white guy? Kind of looks like you with the mustache.
A little bit curlier.
Him versus Magic was such a big rivalry in the 80s, which is the era that I grew up watching sports, and we hated the Celtics.
Gotcha.
Plus, I heard Boston's pretty racist still.
Yeah. Boston's definitely racist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One
Tim
thing we could
disagrees
agree
with
on.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about a couple stocks that are being affected positively by the current events. Mm-hmm. Blue Apron.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Blue Apron,
Back
3
from the
weeks
dead.
ago, was dead in the water,
Dead.
running out of money, looking for someone to buy them. They were literally shitting their pants. And
Timing is really everything.
timing is everything. And now the stock has gone up like 300% in 4 days. And it now becomes a really interesting play. A subscription business in food, which everyone gave up on, is now like, we may not be eating out for foreseeable near future, and it could change some people's habits going
Yeah,
forward.
we need to learn how to make a pesto.
Yeah,
Something, whatever.
I would love to. Is it what's in a pesto? Pine nuts,
Garlic, pine nuts, lots of basil, oil.
and just
But I feel like that's like on their Blue Apron ads.
yeah.
Like you're learning how to make a pesto.
But yeah,
I'm into it.
I think it's great.
I think it's great.
I think it's gonna be interesting to see if they actually survive, though.
I don't think so. I think, look, it's going to be like, oh, stock soaring, back to normal, and they're out of business.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people, I've had a lot of clients who do the Blue Apron things. Sometimes they do just 2 meals a week,
Got
just
it.
to spice it up and things
Got
like
it.
that.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it's definitely a good intro into learning how to cook, being comfortable in the kitchen.
yeah.
I'll stick with steak and macaroni and cheese.
Okay.
Okay, next one. I apologize.
broccoli.
With
Yeah.
broccoli. D, I apologize
Yep.
to be the bearer of bad news. Another stock that is soaring is Peloton.
Soaring.
So,
Soaring. So people have speculated that gyms, obviously similar to restaurants for the foreseeable future, are going to be closed, and that everyone's going to start working at home, and everyone, despite record drops in the stock market, extremely high unemployment, that everyone wants a $2,500 bike and $40 a month subscription.
Well, you know the Peloton user. It's a Soul Cycle goer
Yeah. So they launched their bike too.
or Equinox goer, yeah.
Yeah, they launched their bike too. And so the stock has, so I had put options, so I believe the stock was going down. I've had them for 2 months. I was getting creamed on them because the stock kept going up. In the last 7 days, I was down 50% on this trade. It was up 125%. So yesterday I was looking at it and I saw the stock going up and I was like, oh my God, why is the stock going up? This market went down 3,000 points. And I was like, either they're getting acquired or people are actually buying this stupid bike. So I got scared and I dumped it. And I made my money and I moved on.
Good.
Today, the stock is soaring even more
Wow.
because what happened? People truly believe that there's this enormous demand for Peloton bikes. I don't know what that means. Is that 1,000 bikes? Is that 10,000 bikes? Is that
Right, because at $2,500, that you make a lot of money, even a couple hundred bikes sold, a couple thousand bikes sold.
yeah? It's just I'm wondering if did they sell 50,000 bikes? That's like $100 million.
Right.
Did they sell that over the last 7
I
days?
think a lot of people are really confident, like we know. The virus is hopefully not as deadly as we once theorized early on. We're seeing people recover. We're seeing people on the other side of it. So I think if you feel pretty steady in your job or secure in your state of life, you know that the market's going to rebound and you're just trying to cope for the next few months. And I don't know, for those people, I guess just 2,500 is not
Yeah.
too much. Or they were thinking about getting it anyway. So it's now like, I might as well fire it.
Yeah. I mean, my hope is the stock does soar and I could just do the same exact trade and make 100% again. Because I just still have no belief in this company at all. So,
Yeah, I'm definitely, now if you have time, now is definitely a time to buy. Well, I'm not focusing on the stocks that are doing well now.
Yeah.
I'm focused on getting things that aren't doing well.
yeah.
Like Apple, Google, things that are down that you're just getting like 30% off.
Yeah. That
That's-
historically have always done well.
Yeah, that's been my MO.
That's a safe play.
Okay, well, you hate to hear it, Seems like Corona is really just prolonging.
Spring.
Yeah.
Well, that's for sure. And these zombie companies.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, we talked about the fact that all of these big businesses like airlines and banks always have bailouts and it's not fair. Nobody looks out for the small businesses. It looks like America's most hated company, Facebook, is stepping in to change that and probably get some goodwill points in the...
Now's the time to get them.
Yeah, I think this is a perfect time, like we talked about, for all these big billionaires, all these massive companies. I mean, this is where you can really show what you're made of. And I think this impression of how you treat people through this time will last for a decade or more. Facebook is trying to make an impact there. They are giving out $100 million in grants for small businesses. It looks like anything from ad credits all the way.
So that's where the problem is.
I know.
They're giving ad credits. They're giving air.
such
They're
bullshit.
giving air. This is a joke.
Yeah.
This is such a joke.
So it also says that they're going to help cover overhead. I mean, do you think that's just going to be like $10 million?
No. Let me tell you something. They're giving 30,000 businesses this opportunity in 30 plus countries.
Yeah.
That's $3,300 a company, right?
Yeah.
So they're going to give you $3,000 of ad credit, and here's a check for $300. I mean,
Yeah.
like, come on, like ad credit to them is air. And right now they have a lot of unsold inventory. Like,
And a lot of people on Facebook.
yeah, and so it's like, yes, I
I-
understand. And ads are not performing like they were 2 weeks ago. So they're essentially giving like maybe if your return on ad spend is it's probably in this climate like 1.5, 2, whatever it is. It's like, sure, you can generate sales from it, but like the businesses that need it, let's say a restaurant, so maybe they can get delivery. It's just the way they structured it is not.
It should be 100 million plus ad credit.
Yes, give me cash.
Yeah, it should
like
be cash.
I want
plus-
cash.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
they're a
agree.
company for the people. Like their whole concept is bringing people together. We're for the people. We
Yeah, but that was
connect
gone
people.
a long time ago.
I know, and this is they should have done 100 million plus.
Yeah.
100 million ad
I mean,
credits.
where is Apple? Nobody has more cash.
That's why they're such a good stock to get.
Because Tim Cook
In my
was
opinion.
at that party in Madison Club in Palm Springs, probably got corona.
I hope he got it so we can see what it feels like and help everyone else out.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't see like where are the American billionaires? What are you doing, you cheapskates?
Yeah, this is bad.
Like even LVMH. LVMH turned all their perfume factories to help make hand sanitizer for the French
Oh,
government.
wow, that's awesome.
How hot would it be to have an LV hand sanitizer?
I know.
Ooh, that's probably on StockX.
Yeah.
Soon.
That's
I would
real
love
cool.
luxury.
Yep.
Like, get me a Celine hand sanitizer.
Yeah, I think that in the next like couple weeks, there's going to be more and more issues, and I'm sure some people will step up, but I
So
don't know,
Amazon's hiring people, so they're seeing a surge, they're seeing a demand. I want cash.
That's what I'm saying. Jeff Bezos, sure, Amazon's hiring people. Sick.
Well,
Jeff
yeah.
Bezos is the richest guy ever in history, recorded. Give some fucking cash.
In every Amazon order, you get $20. That's what I want.
Or,
Cash.
or at least $20 credit to your bill or something.
I want cash.
Yeah.
I think that
Yeah.
what I would
I don't credit.
expect,
That's
right?
fair.
I would definitely expect Amazon to be a company who's giving back now because they're actually profiting this time. Apple, it's like I have less expectations for them just because their sales are down too. So while they have tons of money and I get it, like at least they're not in a place where they're profiting right now and they're not giving.
So I saw a breakdown. They said, of an analyst who gave some assumptions on store closures, but said that store closures account for, I forgot what percentage on the quarter of revenue, a small 10 to 20%. And then all it does is just drive more traffic online because most of their business comes online still. And they said probably a profit, their net hit is going to be $100 million. And that's just an assumption. This guy's just taking a guess. Let's even say it's a few $100 million. You're sitting on $300 billion of cash. Dole out $5 billion.
Yeah.
300 billion is so much.
I know.
Like
That's why I trust them so much. That's why I really think everyone should just buy Apple stock now. Like,
No,
that's what
they
I'm
should-
doing.
they should giving us each a
fucking
billion.
I'll buy Apple stock if you give me $100.
Yeah, give me $100 so I could buy your stock.
Everyone in America should get one share.
Yeah.
Why not?
People need to. This is why, bailing out banks to me.
Do you think they will? It's just a matter of time.
What?
Do you think I feel like companies will.
Some
what-
will, but I don't think anyone's going to.
No.
I don't know. This sounds really pessimistic, but most of the time it looks like this Facebook thing. Oh, we're giving away $100 million in ad credits.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just air that we have. That's
I
not
feel
being
like
used.
it's also, the biggest concern that I'm thinking and feeling now is the healthcare workers, like all these ER doctors and nurses who
are all going to get corona.
Yeah, and they're apparently getting it worse just because this is such an influx of exposure. And also, they're not sleeping. They're working crazy hours around the clock in the high stress environment, probably not focused on taking care of themselves. And I feel like
What do they get? They get a big fuck you.
I know. I feel like
Yeah.
maybe I'm hoping in an optimistic way, maybe these companies are trying to see and assess who is suffering the most, where they should allocate their.
well, hurry up.
You're too optimistic. I know how the world works. These people don't do shit. Facebook's not going to do shit. Apple's not going to do shit.
probably
Microsoft's not going to do shit. Google's supposed to make a website for stupid
I know.
corona.
And
What's
is
taking
up?
so long?
Yeah. What the heck? It's Google.
It's a
I don't-
freaking website. Taylor builds websites in 5 minutes.
I know that I don't get. Like, why haven't we all seen this?
Okay. All right. We'll see what happens. Also, it looks like, we talked for a long time about WeWork over and over. It used to be every episode. That's kind of blown over. One of the things that has happened or was happening in that story was that SoftBank had, this sort of bailout plan to help try to keep it alive. It looks like now they're talking about pulling out of at least part of that.
So they want to bail out on the $3 billion check they were going to write to buy out existing investors. $867 million of that would have gone to our boy Adam Newman. So I can only imagine WeWork is a complete zero now.
Yeah,
So
right?
people don't want to go to offices, right? But at least in your own office, you know your environment a little bit better. You know who your coworkers are. And then as an employer, we say someone's sick. We don't there's information. WeWork is just like a free-for-all.
No one's going to WeWork now.
It's like a brothel.
If they were going
It's a
before,
brothel
they're
for
not
office.
going now.
Yeah, it is.
You don't know who's walking in and out.
No chance. Nope. Come
just-
and go as you please.
Yeah. And so I just don't imagine you as an individual, and no one has a long-term commitment at WeWork. It's a month to month for most people.
Yeah,
They're just
no one's renewing.
why would you want to go to WeWork? They might be co-working spaces might be done.
Yeah, I do think like we were talking before the pod came on, like furniture stores. I feel like everyone's at home. They're trying to do some home improvement. People are probably buying up desks.
Yeah.
Like Wayfair, I bet Wayfair is probably doing well right now. Or Steady.
Yeah.
You know, because people are like, I need a more comfortable couch if I'm going to be sitting on this all
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay.
But WeWork won't be one of those places.
Gosh.
Yeah, no, I think people are going to go more into setting their own offices up. My friend works for GE, and they were told something like, just it was either my friend GE or my friend Wells Fargo, but like, here's money, expense it, just make yourself as comfortable of an at-home office as possible.
Okay, that's GE. That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Facebook is giving all of their employees an extra $1,000.
Oh, what's
So
this?
generous.
It's $1,000.
$1,000.
I mean, come on. We're probably an ad credit for everybody.
Yeah. For your side hustle.
Yeah.
You get premium WhatsApp usage. It's a joke.
Okay, last story. It looks like somebody else who's getting hit pretty hard by all this stuff is Nike.
Yeah.
So they're projecting, and people are guessing they're going to have huge losses in the fourth quarter.
Yes.
Obviously, they're a big sponsor of the NBA. Factories are messed up. Supply chains are messed up. Not looking good for them.
So they're saying that this current quarter that their sales will drop $3.5 billion. I mean, between the China shutdown, obviously store closures in America, wholesale business virtually shut down, they're getting clobbered. And this obviously affects Lululemon, Under Armour, and specifically Nike. So much of their sales are driven on sporting events. Like they're
And if they already sponsored, that money's already out, right?
Yeah.
They're not getting refunded for that.
No, but hopefully the basketball season will resume at some point in the summer. Olympics are huge boons for big apparel companies because like everyone's patriotic, everyone's buying whatever. Like if that's clearly in jeopardy now, like I mean, all these companies, obviously they all did very, very well for many, many years. So I think, a company like Nike is going to be fine, but it's really hard to make up these sales this year.
Yeah.
Like it's just not happening.
Also, like these kids who asked for Nikes, from their parents. Like their parents aren't buying them
No.
extra Nikes right now,
No.
and they're not even going to school to show them off.
Yeah. So what's the point? It's just on the gram or TikTok.
That's. Oh, I'll wait for us seen on social. I'll save it.
All right.
Well, we're here.
Yeah, we're here.
Welcome. You want to go first?
Yeah, it's funny seeing all the fashion influencers. Like now they're just styling themselves for at home.
Yeah.
And it's, here's my outfit for watching TV and eating chips. Here's my outfit for before I take a shower. Here's my robe. It's going to run out pretty fast though.
Yes.
I feel like all those content creators who relied solely on travel and fashion.
Yeah. It's tough. You could just tell like people's Instagrams are not interesting anymore.
I'm so thankful that my Instagram was never reliant on like exterior, like, travel pictures, stuff like that. That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it feels slow. Like I need people like, this is the greatest night. Like I miss that. I miss people raging.
Miss hype.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
think people are going to lose their shit when this is over.
Oh yeah.
I know.
Like lose their
I know.
shit.
I feel like we need to start planning some serious 4th of July parties.
Yeah.
I have a WhatsApp chat from my New Year's group. I went to like an awesome New Year's party, and there's so many people on that, and we're all.
Talking
It's like it all started with good memories, and now it's.
Yeah.
Are you letting your nanny come? Like it's just.
Yeah, my forecast is like violence, pollution,
Yeah, everything.
alcohol consumption through the roof.
Murder.
Alcohol
Drugs.
companies are definitely doing well.
I mean,
Alcohol
Molly. I wonder
companies.
what the Molly industry's doing.
It's cratered.
Crickets.
My Molly dealer. whew.
Not having a good time, right?
Now he's stealing toilet paper.
Cocaine has to be at an all-time low.
Oh yeah, no one's doing coke at home. I mean, you gotta be a real loser.
If you're sitting at home doing coke and watching Netflix, you're a psycho.
I saw a really cute, a few as seen on socials. There was one guy who did a really cute TikTok drinking a glass of wine and cheersing the mirror.
That's
So it was
good.
like as if it was with company.
vibes.
And yeah, the TikToks and memes are just on fire now. I love them. But when I repost them, I get, oh my gosh, people are bashing me. Like, this is such a hard time. Like, how
You
are
have
you
a
making
very
light of it?
sensitive
I know.
crowd.
Oh man,
I know. That's why I like you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, our
really
crowd really
sensitive.
doesn't give a
Our
shit.
crowd doesn't give a shit. Our crowd is currently on spring break in Clearwater, Florida.
I know. So I'm out for and then Steve Aoki did a really cute. He was playing poker with Dan Blazarian.
Yeah.
What's his name? But it was funny, like because obviously these are two high rollers and they're playing poker, and instead of betting chips and dollars, they were betting like toilet paper and water bottles.
That's funny. That's
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of fake drug dealers dealing Purell,
Purell,
and
yeah.
toilet paper. Okay, Dee, what do you got?
Mine is Vanessa Hudgens went on Instagram Live Monday night and was just clearly high as kite,
Nice.
drunk, and was just like, "What's the big deal? Like Corona? Like it's almost as she was acting,
Yep.
making fun of somebody
Yep.
that doesn't understand what's going on."
But she was dead serious.
She was dead serious. Then she posts. So then obviously Twitterverse goes outraged.
Yep.
I don't even have the energy to get mad at someone right now. Like, I can't believe this many people give a shit.
Yep.
Then I see,
the same sensitive crowd I have, probably.
yes, exactly. And then now she posted like, "I'm sorry. I take it very seriously. I don't know. It just got blown out of proportion." I just hate, like, I don't know Vanessa Hudgens, but she just can't be a bad person. She just did a stupid video because everyone's bored. Everyone's
Right. She
quarantined.
wasn't at a restaurant with her friends doing it.
Yeah, she was literally sitting at home, probably bored out of her mind, went Instagram Live, said some stupid things, and like, well, maybe her career's over because of it. It's kind of a joke.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone cares. Plus, what are you going to do? Cancel the film she's on? Already canceled. Good luck. I don't think anyone cares. I think everyone's stuck at home. Everyone's on edge.
Yeah.
Everyone's got nothing to do but talk shit.
Yeah.
So you're going to get like extra backlash. It's funny though, because I haven't noticed, I've been posting nonstop Corona memes on the Young and Reckless page. People are eating it up.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
because
that's the crowd.
they're
Yeah.
kids who weren't employed as it is.
Hey, what the hell? Guys, she didn't mean that. I know that you guys are all winners. Mine is
No, I meant just because like they're teenagers.
no, whatever. You just shit on my entire audience.
How dare you?
Maybe it's not the crowd. Maybe it's you.
Yeah, guys, everyone attack Alana.
I love you all.
Okay, mine is Italy is hit with this Corona stuff worse than almost anywhere.
Yep.
It seems like. And people have been quarantined for a month or so. They're now resorting to going on their balconies and like doing workout classes for the whole
Yeah.
surrounding
Singing.
buildings, singing, playing instruments.
The singing really annoyed me.
Yes, so here's my thing. My thing is actually not the like touching moment of all the people singing. It's the fact that people in America now have started dubbing over, like obviously like the audience singing like Post Malone and like Migos.
Yeah.
And so it looks like everyone's on their balconies rapping Migos.
Bad and bougie.
Yeah. And it's so entertaining. And people think it's real because
Yeah.
it's like, it sounds like a bunch of like people just screaming it.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh my God, this is so crazy. They're rapping Cardi B on their balconies in
Yeah.
Italy.
I would never, I literally said that was my worst nightmare, to just have like my whole neighborhood singing. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
It's so Italy though.
Yeah.
It's so
And it's so America
charming.
to make the meme. You know what I mean? That's truly representing two countries perfectly in one piece
Well, the
of
most
content.
American thing I think has been the overconsumption
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
everything. Like, I'm so curious as to how that played out, like these Costco runs and everything in other countries. Like, what did Italy do and China do and Spain do
They picked up a
about
bottle of
toilet
wine and
paper?
baguette and went home.
Yeah.
That's like the most American thing. Like, we love
We're
consumption.
pigs. We're pigs.
We love
pigs.
consumption. We love overbuying. We love, yeah.
Gluttonous pigs.
It's true. That's why I am like, I mean, whatever. I'm sick of being worried, but like,
We're just, I don't think we're gluttonous pigs, just to defend Americans now.
we are.
But I do think it's one thing Americans are not great at are controlling vices. I think we're just extremists. Like the French know how to have, one croissant or one glass of wine or
the
two.
French are chain smoking cigs.
Yeah.
Italy's drunk
We
at
all
all
we all
times.
have just different vices.
They love their vices.
We love
We're
overbuying.
gluttonous pig. We want all of it.
Right. We just
I
want
want
it all.
McDonald's, a cigarette, freaking
We
whatever.
started
And
the
8
whole
White
buy one.
Claws.
Yeah, and I'll be on
we
TikTok.
started buy one get one free. We started all you can eat buffets.
Supersize.
Yeah, supersize stuff. That's all very America.
Yeah, so gluttonous pigs. I think the concern would be that like China's a dictatorship, so they can lock everyone down or murder them. Italy, it seems like just the sense of, let's get through this, guys. Like they're flying. Did you see that video where there's fighter jets? One jet represents the coronavirus, and there's like 6 more jets in formation that
Yeah.
represent Italy.
Yeah.
And the jet goes towards the other jets, makes a U-turn,
Yeah.
and these jets start spewing out the Italian flag out of their smoke things and chase the coronavirus out of town.
Best use of country's resources.
No, yeah, and I was gonna say like fossil fuel. And
Yeah, we can't get
being green.
testing, but here, burn $10 million of
Sure.
gas.
But what I'm saying is, I worry that here, they're like solidarity, whatever. Here, we're like, on spring break. We're
Yeah.
like, fuck it, you're not gonna keep me inside. Fuck the government. You guys are lying to us anyway. I know what's really going on. It's a hoax.
I
And then,
know,
like,
that's
we're all
the problem.
gonna
There's
get
some
it.
people who are like, don't listen to doctors, don't listen to the government. It's like, oh God, for the first time, like, just
Yeah.
listen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Man.
That's all we got, guys. So what's today? Wednesday?
Yep.
Stay
Okay.
healthy and well. Happy
Everyone
St. Patrick's
stay healthy,
Day.
stay well. You know,
Wait.
we're gonna get through this.
Can I share something real quick?
Breaking news?
I'd rather you
This
not.
isn't breaking, but this is stupid. Old people, well, it's not stupid. Old people are quarantined and now they're out on their porches and somebody's playing a guitar to them. Like in America, old people are now standing on their balconies getting
okay.
serenaded
Got it.
from a young grandson.
That's cool. I mean, we could lock all the old people up.
My grandmother is not happy with it. Like my husband's grandmother's like, they're not letting me out. I'm like, please stay in.
Yeah.
Please stay in.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, everyone stay safe.
Wash those hands.
Wash those hands, eat that broccoli,
Yes.
and use this as a time to become a better version of yourself, not a worse one.
I think we're gonna get mostly worse.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I know. And then everyone will buy my book. Which
Yes.
comes-
Yeah,
yeah,
your book.
and, yeah,
We gotta
and we'll
push
put
the
links
book.
in. We'll put a link in description. Where do
Yeah.
people go?
You can pre-order it now on Amazon because there's no toilet paper, there's no wipes, but you can
true.
drop it on Amazon.
There you
Okay.
go. Get some vitamin C in Alana's book.
And
We'll see you on
probiotics.
Friday, guys. Hopefully, I mean, we
Yeah.
don't know. Things are changing day by day. I might be scared to come in.
The
this room
only
pretty
thing
soon.
certain is uncertainty right now.
I might just have to. We might have to slim it down to the talent and Tim.
Because of Pete.
I don't trust Pete, and you know,
I'm
Taylor.
Pete is talent now.
He's what?
Pete is talent.
That's true. People like Pete.
He's made it.
I'm kind of a big deal. Some say I am the drama.
All right, and cut it.